Hello, welcome to Business English. I'm Eunice Dadakula. I also play one of the characters in this series. You are going to learn about introductions to use at work or in a meeting. What do you know about business introductions? Write an example of an introduction you would use in the comments below. In this lesson, we're going to learn what to say when you meet someone at a workplace or at a business meeting in real life or virtually. By the end of the lesson, we're going to be able to use introductions to start and continue a conversation in a business setting. Recognise the schwa sound, it's a very important sound in English, and recognise the difference between formal and informal English. Have you ever been in a business setting where you've had to introduce yourself or meet people? What language did you use? Now, let's look at introductions in a business setting. Hello, you must be Sue. We've spoken through email before, I think. I'm Raj Joshi.
Yeah, that's right. Nice to meet you, Raj.
Same here. So which department are you in, Sue?
I'm in the legal department, which is on this level. What about you?
Ah, yes, I remember that from your email now. I'm in the marketing department, which is on level 1.
Oh, I see. That's good to know. Should we get ready for the meeting now?
Yeah, sure. We can use the phrase, you must be, if we already know who someone is, but we have never actually met them. Practice saying this with some different names. Hello, you must be Sue. Hello, you must be Andy. Hello, you must be... Now, let's look at some responses to this greeting. You can say, yeah, that's right, nice to meet you. You can also say, good to meet you. Lovely to meet you. Remember, in all of these phrases, you would have heard them pronounce to as ta. The sound you hear there is ah. We call this a schwa sound, which is really important in English. Can you think of phrases or sentences you know that have a schwa sound? When we use the word to in the middle of a phrase, the sound changes. Instead of an oo sound, it becomes a schwa sound, ah. Now try the phrases out yourself. Take note that if we want to be extra polite, we can put the person's name at the end. Practice saying these phrases.
Nice to meet you, Raj. It's good to meet you too, Andy. Lovely to meet you, Raj. It's nice to meet you.
We have seen how two people who work together introduce themselves to each other. What we've seen there is a less formal conversation. Have you ever had to speak to someone in a very formal situation? What did you say? How did your language change? Let's look at how Raj and Sue greet a client. This is a more formal situation. In a situation like this, it's important that they make a good impression, create a professional atmosphere, and welcome the client. Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
Good morning, Mr. Joshi. Pleased to meet you.
Me too. Let me introduce myself. I'm Raj Joshi. I'm from ABC Worldwide. I work in the marketing department, and this is my colleague Sue Long from the legal department.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Lovely to meet you.
What about you, Mr. Wilson?
I'm Andy Wilson. I'm from 123 Enterprises. I'm the managing director of the company.
When we meet someone outside of our organisation, we should be more formal in our greetings. This shows our respect towards the person. Instead of saying hello, we can be more formal and say, good morning, good afternoon, or even good evening, depending on the time of day. But we do not say good night, because this is another way to say goodbye. We should always be positive and polite when we meet a new client. The phrase, pleased to meet you, is a good way to do this. Try to stress the word pleased to make it sound even stronger. Remember, the to is still a ta sound. If it's a face-to-face meeting, we can add welcome to formally invite someone into our workplace. This creates a professional feeling rather than a more personal one. When we make a professional connection, it's always a good idea to give some information about ourselves. And because this is a formal setting, Raj introduces himself and his colleague using their full names. Raj also addresses the client using their title. Using titles in a business setting is very dependent on business culture in different countries. It's very rare in Australia, but may not be the case in some parts of Asia. In your culture, how do you formally address people? Do you use titles like Mr., Mrs., Doctor? Let's watch and listen to how Raj explains the departments that he and Sue work for. Let me introduce myself. I'm Raj Joshi. I'm from ABC Worldwide. I work in the marketing department, and this is my colleague Sue Long from the legal department. Using the phrase, "let me introduce myself," is a formal way to introduce yourself, and it is perfect for a first meeting in a business context. Remember to take a pause between myself and I. It lets the listener get ready to remember your name. And if you're introducing 2 or more colleagues, you can use the conjunction and to help you. These are my colleagues Sue Long and Annie Smith from the legal department. Because there's more than one person you're talking about, note this is changes to these are, and colleague becomes the plural colleagues. Now let's try all we have learnt so far.
Good morning, Mr. Joshi. Pleased to meet you.
Now, let's watch the meeting between Raj and Sue, as well as Raj, Sue and Andy again. Hello, you must be Sue. We've spoken through email before, I think. I'm Raj Joshi.
Yeah, that's right. Nice to meet you, Raj.
Same here. So which department are you in, Sue?
I'm in the legal department, which is on this level. What about you?
Ah, yes, I remember that from your email now. I'm in the marketing department, which is on level 1.
Oh, I see. That's good to know. Should we get ready for the meeting now?
Yeah, sure. Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
Good morning, Mr. Joshi. Pleased to meet you.
Me too. Let me introduce myself. I'm Raj Joshi. I'm from ABC Worldwide. I work in the marketing department, and this is my colleague Sue Long from the legal department.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Lovely to meet you.
What about you, Mr. Wilson?
I'm Andy Wilson. I'm from 123 Enterprises. I'm the managing director of the company.
Remember, the schwa sound is really important in English. We heard ta throughout this lesson. Did you hear other schwa sounds in this lesson, like introduce? And notice the register. That's the formality of the language, in a formal setting compared to a less formal setting. So it's a good idea to say good morning instead of hello. Thank you for watching this episode of Business English. If you liked the lesson, why not leave us a like? If you want to learn more about Business English, this video is part of a series, and you can watch more episodes here and here. I will see you in the next lesson.